It snowed last night. Let's see if I can get this to focus. Oh, it's still dark, that's why. But this is the snow I like to walk in because there's no ice underneath. It's just nice fresh snow. And it's 30 degrees, so it's not even miserable. Good morning, happy Sunday. It is what? Oh, I can't see the clock. I don't know. It's very, very early in the morning. It's before dawn. I woke up at 3 a.m. and I decided, you know what? I'm wide awake. I might as well make my week 26 pregnancy update video. So, let's get started. So, week 26, my baby was the size of a green onion. And it is said that she can possibly hear my voice this week. I thought she could hear my voice weeks ago because they were saying, I don't know what week it was. They were saying that her ears were starting to develop and she could possibly hear her dad's voice because males' voices are easier to pick up or something. But I figured she could hear my voice because it's like inside my body, you know? Like, I don't know. Anyways, so I've been basically talking to my baby for several weeks and she couldn't even hear me, apparently. Anyway. And then they were saying that if you start feeling these little rhythmic movements, it's baby hiccups. I've definitely been feeling those. They're actually really exciting, but I get really excited about baby movements anyway. So, anyways. So, the first thing for this video is I want to try this humongous fruit. It's called a pomelo. I saw it at Trader Joe's, and it said in the description that it could be spicy, sweet, tangy, or sour. So I was like, I have to try it. So they recommended that I cut the end off and try to peel it. So let's see how this goes. And then I was reading about it, and it says that they're saying that this pomelo fruit originates from Southeast Asia, and it tastes very much like a grapefruit. Oh my gosh, when they say it has a thick rind, they're not kidding. Holy cow. Holy cow, buddies. Wow. I cannot believe how thick this rind is. Oh my gosh. This is nuts. This is insane. I am like blown away right now. Like I feel like I'm peeling a snowball. Oh, it smells really good. It smells like citrus. I can't pinpoint like what fruit, but it smells very good. I love citrus. My goodness, when they said a thick rind, they were not kidding. This is insane. And they're saying like I'm supposed to not eat the white part, but it's like I don't eat the white part of oranges either, so I do not plan on eating this. I think I'm just gonna want to cut it. Ooh, this is very interesting color. It smells like grapefruit. It definitely smells spicy too. So let's see if I can get rid of this white stuff. Here we go. Pomelo. First time in my life. So I'm getting spicy and I'm getting grapefruity. I'm not getting sweet. And I wouldn't say I'm getting sour either. Like it's spicy and like grapefruity. Oh yeah, now a little bit of sweet. Yeah, it's pretty good. That's a very interesting flavor. Okay. So now on to my next topic. So I decided today I'm going to address the comments. I usually get one comment per video. So anyways, I wanted to give a shout out to Jocelyn because she has been commenting on my videos since spring or summer of 2021. And I just find it super cool that there's someone who watches my videos consistently, because one of the reasons I started this channel was to see, I mean, I knew that there had to be someone that relates to me. I'm a very unique individual, and so I find a hard time like finding people that relate to me and people that I relate to. So I just think it's super cool that there's someone out there. But anyway, and so the next comment is from Amy, and she said, have you had any embarrassing or TMI symptoms like lots of gas, farting during your pregnancy? And so to answer the specific question, yes, I have dealt with farting and burping. The farting hasn't been as bad the past few weeks. It was the absolute worst in my first and second trimester. It was, oh my gosh, it was so bad. Just like, it was so bad. It was just so much. Burping is just something that I deal with anyway. Like I'm someone who struggles with heartburn and sometimes, what's it called? And sometimes GERD, like not nearly as much as I did before I started losing weight. Like those two things have gone down a lot, but heartburn has kicked up in the past few weeks. And with heartburn comes some burping. But anyways, and I wanted to go more into detail with this question because I thought it would make it more interesting. And so when I was telling Tim about it, he reminded me that a few weeks ago I had a hemorrhoid. And at first that really made me nervous because like most of the articles I was reading about were saying that it only happens in your third trimester or after giving birth. When I was pregnant with my first daughter, I had my first hemorrhoid and it was right after giving birth to her. I never had one since, never before. So having one in my second trimester made me nervous. But when I kept reading about it, they were saying that it can happen from sitting for a long period of time. And that particular day, I had been sitting for 3 hours because it was in between shifts. And frankly, I'm extremely tired after my first shift. So during my 3-hour break, I am not running around, honestly. I'm not. Usually I fall asleep for at least an hour. But anyway, and then I remember addressing it with my doctor like, I don't know, a couple months ago. And she was telling me that I need to keep my constipation in check. And I will tell you, yes, I do. But anyways, so what I decided to do was I wanted to look up some TMI pregnancy symptoms. And so I found this short list from whattoexpect.com. And so the first one, it says, your tongue may look like a world map. I have no idea what they're talking about, so clearly I've not experienced that. Like, sometimes, I get bumps on my tongue or whatever, but yeah, I have no idea what they're even talking about. So that is not something I've experienced. The second one, you may have bad breath, and they say that it can be caused from tonsil stones. So I don't feel like my breath is any different during this pregnancy than it is normally. Yes, I have experienced some tonsil stones. They're kind of gross. It's like, it feels like there's food, little chunks of food in your mouth that you want to get out. It's gross. But anyway, so number 3, it says increased dandruff. I was looking at my hair today and I guess it's, a little bit more, but it hasn't been anything that's bothered me at all. And I don't know how that's like a TMI thing, but I'm just going to keep reading this list. Okay, so next is your breakouts take you back to your teenage years. And I say absolutely not. My teenage years were the worst. I had the worst acne of my life. The worst. And it was like, I feel like it was like at least 5 years. It was terrible. So this, yes, during this pregnancy, yes, I've had a few breakouts, but nothing compared to when I was a teenager. So the fifth one is all you want in life is to finally poop. Okay, so there is a lot of pregnant women who deal with constipation. I am not one of those people. And the reason is because when I was a caregiver, which was 3 years ago, I learned that if you're constipated for too long, it can cause sepsis and it can lead to death. It's like a serious thing. And so I do not let myself be constipated. Like, if I feel like it's been a whole day, like, this morning, I don't remember having a BM, lunch, dinner, I will eat some prunes and then I'll go to bed. Or if like I wake up in the morning and I'm like, I don't remember if I had a BM yesterday, I will drink some coffee and then I'll wait a few hours. And if neither one of those things work, like if I wake up in the morning after eating the prunes and like no BM, drink coffee and I'll eat some more prunes, or like just eat some fruits and vegetables. Like the last time I thought I had to worry about it, I had coffee, some prunes, and then I ate some celery and carrot sticks. And then right when I got to work, I was all good. So I take constipation very seriously. I do not want to mess around with it. I don't want to deal with sepsis. I don't want to deal with being in the hospital. Nothing. I will not. I cannot. I just cannot. Anyways, and so let's see. Number 6, it says you may smell a funky new body odor. And it says it could be because of increased sweat production and heightened sense of smell. And so I honestly feel like I am more stinky now than I was before I was pregnant. And it could be all of those things. It could be that my nose is more sensitive, which it is, and more sweat production. So yes, I do deal with that. The only solution is to take showers and wear deodorant. Okay, and then the last one, it says choking on your own saliva isn't just a freak occurrence. That happened to me a lot in my first trimester. Like, I was constantly choking on my saliva, and also like when I'd be on my last bite of food, I would choke on it for some reason. It was so weird. I am not dealing with that right now. I feel like it's been months since I've dealt with that. So those are the 7 things from whattoexpect.com. I can't think of any other things that I've dealt with. So now on to my actual weekly update. So Monday was my birthday. It was a great day, but it was really annoying that it was snowing the whole day and like it was wet snow. So that was that. I made a video. If you guys want to watch it, it's up there. But anyway, okay. So Tuesday, we had a huge snowstorm. Like was it Tuesday? No, Wednesday. Wednesday was a huge snowstorm because when we got up to go to my doctor's appointment, there was a foot of snow everywhere. It was insane. So anyway, so Thursday was my doctor's appointment. And we left the house 3 hours early because last week I was supposed to have my doctor's appointment and the bus got stuck in the snow. I left an hour early for that appointment. So I was not taking any chances this time and we left 3 hours early. So we went to the mall and we walked around, and Tim and I shared a Cinnabon cinnamon roll and one of their coffee drinks. And then about an hour and a half before my appointment, we headed over to where the office is and we got a few things from Trader Joe's. And then we headed to my appointment. I ended up being like, I think 20 minutes early. They want us to be 15 minutes early every time, so it worked out really well. So I told my doctor about my leg cramp that I had on Monday, and I told her that I started drinking cherry juice because it's supposed to help with inflammation, and it's supposed to help with like after exercise muscle soreness or whatever. And I walk a lot, so but anyway, so so my doctor told me that she's concerned about all the carbs in cherry juice. I told her that I'm only drinking half a cup at a time. She told me that if the magnesium isn't working, that I need to increase my water intake. And I admitted that I don't drink as much water at home that I do at work, because at work it's really hot. And at home, we keep the house pretty cool. And so she basically told me, like, I need to increase my water intake. So, that's that. Next, my doctor brought up preterm labor symptoms. She was asking if I've had, like, gushes of water, like my water broke, or contractions, or, any more bleeding. And I told her there was only that one time, and I called her office. She knew about that time that it happened. And then I asked her about why lower back pain would be a symptom, because that's what I read on my pregnancy app like a couple weeks ago. And she told me that some women experience contractions more in their back than they do in their front. For me, with my daughter, my contractions were all in my front. But anyway, and I haven't experienced anything. I told her sometimes my stomach feels tight, and she was asking me if it's random or if it's like every 5 minutes, and I told her it's really random. Like, it lasts a few seconds and then that's it. So that part's looking pretty good. She also mentioned that I have to take my glucose test and some blood tests in the next couple weeks. So that's going to be fun, but I was very shocked when she told me I don't have to fast. I don't remember what I had to do with my first pregnancy because it was a long time ago. But everyone I've talked to or heard or like watched YouTube videos on that recently was pregnant, they all had to fast before their test. So I thought that was really interesting. She just basically told me that she doesn't want me eating something super high in sugar before my test, because the sugary drink is going to be sweet enough. So I plan on having a high protein breakfast that day. And yeah, so that's going to be that. But my appointments are now going to be every 2 weeks. And so that's exciting. This week has been a pretty good week. The worst part was the snow, honestly. It did a lot of melting on Friday. And so Saturday, when I went to work, it was pretty icy. That was yesterday. It was pretty icy and not the most exciting time for me. Or maybe it was just too exciting. But anyway, so that's going to be it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.